All right, what's good? What's good? Sorry about that. I got some technical difficulties and trying to start this up. But what's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to another edition of TD Sports Talk. You know, it's a different day. Usually we on Friday or Saturdays, but today we got a special guest today, and we got my guy out of Newark, New Jersey, my man Keith, the Tsunami Cologne. What's good with you, Keith? How's everything?
What's going on? Everything good?
All right, all right. And then of course we got my co-host, one of the many co-hosts we have, but the most dedicated, my man D Free. What's going on, D Free?
What's going on, man? What's going on with you? What's going on, Keith?
What's up? What's
Sorry
up?
about your Commanders, but they still playing well. So but we're not gonna talk football today. I know Keith, you was at the Giants game. Was you at the Giant game the other day or Sunday? Oh man, you a Giant fan?
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. I'm a New York fan.
Oh, man, they play in New Jersey.
Yeah, they do. It's right. It's like 25 minutes away from me.
No, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, your team beat my team. I'm a Seahawks fan. They beat us last week, so I can't say crap to you. But yeah. So that I'm sorry you had to be at that game. But yeah, so we're not here to talk, football, but we're to talk boxing. And this past Saturday, Keith had his second pro fight. And if you guys saw the video, I posted it. And if you follow Keith, he had a crazy first round knockout. So we just want to, say that was a great performance. And, tell us a little bit about it, leading up to the performance, like leading up to that fight.
I want to thank you. But leading up to the fight, it was how my first fight kind of was. Just, staying level headed. Just remember sticking to the game plan, understanding that no matter what, it's a task at hand, and the task is to win. So that was the main thing. We had a game plan. We had plan A, B, C. We worked on many different things. Just off our knowledge, not even just watching the fighter, but just knowing that, all right, the fight could go this way, this way, this way. So just being well prepared, and I stuck to the script, and it paid off.
Yeah, it looked like you did well prepared, and from my view, I was there live. There's a couple things I noticed that I really appreciated and enjoyed. In the first fight, you went to the body and you pretty much hurt him to the body, and right. you did no different this fight too. I know the knockout punch wasn't to the body, but you had some nice body shots.
Right.
So and I enjoyed that. A lot of fighters don't go to the body as much. Is that something that you want to keep doing it? As far as your skill set?
Definitely. I feel like it's just like how you said, it's a skill set. Just changing your levels, going upstairs, going downstairs. It's just it's like a setup, and your opponent don't know like what you're gonna throw or where you're gonna throw. You look. Not only I was jabbing to the body, jabbing upstairs, fainting. So it was like I was setting things up and just giving them different looks.
Yes, indeed. What's crazy is that before that overhand, that straight right hand that you knocked him out with, you hurt him with the jab.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed. I mean, you was in there, but I felt like you hurt him with the jab right before that. Like he stumbled on that. That was a straight stiff jab, and he got hurt there.
Right. Yeah. No, I did feel that. It was just the timing. Like when we jabbed at the same time, and I seen that he was quick to get back in the position, so I just threw it real quick, and he never saw it coming.
No, he didn't. All he saw next was the canvas, straight forward. One of my colleagues in the radio show, my guy Pedro Fernandez, he said that guy, it looked like he got hit with a bullet. Like it just went straight down. It was crazy. D Free, you saw the fight. What did you think?
No, I mean, just like the first fight, you showed great poise in there, and we could see that you learning on the job, and you bringing something different every single time. Like Thomas said, the first fight you were going more to the body. This fight you went to the body as well, but it was the shots to the head. You got him to bring his guard down, and he left himself open. The question I have for you, being though that it was a first round knockout, when you get the first round knockout, did it feel like everything that you worked for played out, or did it feel like you needed more work?
I feel like even within the first round, I still kind of learned a couple things. The main thing I learned, is because I understood that I felt like going into the fight that I was gonna finish him with a big shot just because of the fact that we've been training super hard. Training camp, I've been landing a lot of flush shots, so like we just knew it. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know how it was gonna come. But like in the fight, like the first thing I threw, I feinted real hard, and my coach told me, he said the first punch you throw, just throw a big shot just to see what he gonna do. And I was going to throw it, but me sparring sharp fighters and understanding that you ain't gonna get away with that, I held it back, thinking that he was gonna be sharp, like how I was expecting. So when I got so close to him, and I seen that he didn't even flinch, I was like, oh yeah, nah, it's gonna be there. So just off of that, I knew that the shot was gonna be there, and I kept on overhands, and then my coach told me, said, just straighten it out one time, and I did it, and then he just fell right into it.
Crazy, man. Is that has something to do? I mean, so you was basically in the gym 3 months, right? I mean, I know the plan was to fight maybe once per month, like try to get like 4 or 5 fights in. And I guess the first fight I was there as well. I think it was July 9th.
So
And
July
now
6th.
July 6th, okay. And 3 months later, you got your next fight, So
Right.
I guess you was preparing, the last 3 months pretty much.
Yeah, I was really planning on fighting. I was told I was gonna fight September 29th at the Madison Square Garden card, but I fell through. So it was just like we just kept the ball rolling, and just staying sharp for this one.
Yes, yes, indeed. And you look phenomenal. I mean, I know the plan is to get him out there as soon as possible, and I know the plan is to also get some rounds in. But what a lot of people don't know is that, even though you make it quick work and you're just trying to get some fights underneath your belt and just stay consistent, is that you get really good sparring. Like, it's
Yeah,
not just regular sparring. You're sparring with professionals, and they're getting you, you know, um, ready for these big fights. It's like iron sharpens iron. You
right.
want to talk about some of the sparring partners that helped you, in the previous training camp?
Yeah, I sparred this training camp. I sparred another 2-0 pro from PA, Christian Ortiz. I also got work with Avery Sparrows. He fought Rolly Romero. He fought a lot of the top guys. I also did a lot of rounds with Mofacio. He's from New York. I got mad rounds in with him. So yeah, those like the three main guys that I was working with this camp, and they helped me out a lot.
Nice. Yeah, no. Ofacio's my guy. That's my friend here in the Bronx. So that's one of the reasons I know, he actually. So I just ask you things just to repeat to the audience to let them know, what I'm saying. I
Uh
know a
huh.
few of these things, but Ofacio's a solid fighter too out of here in the Bronx. And I'm not just saying that because he's from the Bronx. I'm saying that because we don't have many fighters from the Bronx. So, he's
Yeah.
he's our best one pretty much. So, and of
Right.
course it doesn't hurt that he's also a friend and he helps out. He helps out. He goes and spars with you. This ain't the first time he sparred with you before as well. So
Nah. Yeah. We got mad rounds in this camp. A whole bunch of rounds. We was in like in the beginning of the camp, we was in New York almost like every weekend, every Saturday, just getting work, getting work.
okay. D Free, you got anything?
Yeah. Also, being though that you got him out there early, are you looking to get back in the ring sometime soon?
Yeah, we looking to get back in the ring November 9th, um, at the Wells Fargo Arena pot on the zone. So God want everything go through, get back in the ring, and then if we can get one more in December or if not, it's alright. We just wait till January, February, and just pick back up then.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be in the boots on the card, correct?
Right? Yeah.
Okay. So
So
that's not far away from. That's closer to you, D Free.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's not that far away. It's like an hour and 30 minutes away from where I'm at. Um,
Okay.
I know. The last time we spoke to you, you said you was in school. You still in school? And if you are, how's everything going?
Yeah, I'm still in school. I just had class today. I got class every day except Tuesday. So yesterday was my off day. It's going smooth. It's kind of picking up now. We at a point where the midterms already. We already got the big test. So now we got Like we in the midway of the semester kinda, or we approaching the midway, so it's about to start picking up. And yeah, so that we just gotta time in as well, make sure that same way I'm putting the hours in at the gym, putting the hours in the study, cause like last week it was kind of I'm like I gotta weigh in, so had to miss a couple days, but yeah, like now I'm just focused on all just putting the hours back in and studying and getting back on track.
Yeah, just in case a lot of you guys don't know, my guy Keith is a full-time student, and not just a regular student in this regular school. He goes to Rutgers University. So this guy is well balanced, not only in the ring, he's balanced in life at a very young age. And I definitely salute him, and I know
Appreciate that.
D Free, we definitely salute you. I mean, you're doing great things. As a proud father, I got 2 kids in college right now, but the fact that you are balancing this, and it's kind of like you've been doing this for a while, because
Yeah.
now you got to fight next month, right? And like you just had one a few months ago, and going to school, and amateurs, you're fighting week to week. You got to make weight and all of that. Like it's a lot. Like
Right.
tell us how you balance that. Like some of the secrets to to doing that.
You just gotta. I feel like you can't be. I'm not a person that get overwhelmed, or I'm really. I don't want to say nonchalant, but I only like to focus on what I can control. So like if something fall through, it's just like it ain't. I can't do nothing about it. I got bigger things. I gotta be at the gym, or I gotta test. So it's like me. I'm the type of person that just I'm only gonna want to focus on what's important, and if I can't control it, it's out of my reach, then there's nothing that
Mhm.
I could do.
Yeah, I feel you, but yeah, I mean, that's a beautiful thing, to be able to do that, to go ahead in your career. You're very young. Your mindset. You got a great mind, and controlling and balancing both. That's a beautiful thing. And much props to your pops. I haven't met your moms, but I met your pops. He's a great guy, and salute to him.
Thank you, appreciate
Salute to
that.
both your parents. They've done an excellent job. You
Thank
know,
you.
and sky's the limit, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, um. Is it a possibility? I know you mentioned it, but is it a possibility that fight in December, is that going to be somewhere special? Is that what you're looking at?
Maybe. We don't
Okay,
know.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
all
Yeah, we
right, all
don't
right.
know. I feel like like nowadays with the business, you don't know until you get that call and they really confirm, boxing is a sport where they'll say something, but then, you don't, sometimes it just don't happen. And I don't take it personally because I understand it's business. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I don't, that's like a couple fights away. So, you know, if it does happen, that people will know well in advance, and it'll be a big fight. I'm sure everybody gonna enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you have an opponent lined up, or you just got the date and just looking for potential opponents right now for November?
Oh yeah, now for November 9th, we actually so what since it's being so close, they want to make sure first that my health is right, no injuries. So now we got that out the way. Um, yeah, we should be locking in an opponent within like this week or very soon. But I'm working as if I'm fighting for a world title right now, or I'm fighting one of the top 5 contenders. So whoever they put in front of me, I'm gonna be well prepared.
Mm. And that's the focus that you have, and that's excellent, man. That's it speaks volumes, man. I'm pretty much speechless. I mean, you see a lot of guys, athletes, they don't take other things as serious, and at a young age, you pretty much got your goals set, and you know what you want to do, and you're doing it, and
Right,
and you control your path, and you got a great support system, and that's a beautiful thing. You
right.
know?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Now,
that.
with you getting fights so soon, being though you just got out of a fight and you're trying to get another fight in November and then another fight in December. How do you prepare yourself not knowing what your opponent is going to be, whether it's going to be an orthodox or a southpaw? How do you prepare yourself for that?
I just really focus on, me. You know, if I'm my best come fight night, then any like I'm giving anybody hell. It's just like if I'm my best, then I'm gonna be more than capable to get the job done. But whether it's southpaw, orthodox, like this fight, this training camp, we was just trying to get as much orthodox as possible. But like even before that, before my second fight, for my first pro fight, I fought a southpaw. So it's not like and we got southpaw, we got orthodox. The sparring is not hard to get. It can be difficult sometimes, especially when people start fighting. They cut out sparring early, or this is boxing. But yeah, I'm gonna be good no matter what.
So, well, I don't really have many questions. I didn't want to keep you long. I wanted, people to see the highlight that I had, the knockout. I posted a video. You also have a YouTube channel, and you also post your fights, and as well as leading up to the fights and training.
Right.
You want to let the people know, like, your social media platforms.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at official Keep Cologne to see like day-to-day training camps, or like day-to-day footage, any updates. That's where most likely I'll be dropping, like when I'm fighting and stuff like that. And on my YouTube, you could check me out at Keep Tsunami Cologne, or just type in Keep Cologne, it should pop up. That's where I post like behind the scenes training camps, meeting sponsors. That's just like another point of view of my life. Just a camera follow me around. It's like a all access for every fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the YouTube channel in the chat, so for people to follow, because it's great. I love when they're showing the little bits of training and stuff like that, and and you interacting. I think that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
Definitely, and I'm definitely gonna help promote you. And anytime you got to upcoming fight, we'll definitely be helping you out. As far as promoting and and going forward, man. Sky's the limit, man. I'm it's great to be there live and to watch you fight. It's just it's an awesome thing, and just to see what you're doing as a young man. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Much props to you. Salute to you and your family.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you. Like I said, I want to keep you long. Real quick, Mets or Yankees?
Yankees.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I know the Mets are on right now. They're starting up. Would you mind seeing a Subway Series?
I wouldn't mind that. I'm gonna be honest. Baseball, I was good at it, but I did not enjoy watching it. Now I just watch it for the clips, or just the excitement. But yeah, I'll tune in.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I tried to look for World Series tickets the other day. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't want to jinx them either, but you have to get the World Series tickets before they actually make the World Series. That's the way they sell it, and it's ridiculous. It's like $600. It's like the cheapest seat.
New York gonna be ridiculous no matter what.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna have to like rob somebody to get a ticket. So, I mean, it's insane. I've never been to a World Series. I've been to playoff games, but never been to a World Series. So I was just looking around. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get it. So. But I shared the link in the chat. I'm gonna also Demont. I'm gonna share it on my Facebook and my platforms as well. So you guys can follow him as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's all I got, man. I want to just let people know about your fight. I'm gonna help promote you. You know what I'm saying? In your upcoming fights. I think you're a future champion one day. I know it's gonna take time. And sky's the limit, man. I know we've had other guests before, but I mean, you're the youngest one, and you're our biggest prospect as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate
that. To you and your family. So D-Free, you got anything before we let Keith go?
Oh no, man. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep your head in those books. I mean, I like what I see. I like to see the growth and the maturity in you, and just keep doing what you're doing.
What was that?
Yeah. So that's it, man. We just want to promote you and build you up, because you already built yourself up. Your family's done a great job being up. So now you got more friends to build yourself up too. You feel me? So that's what we're all about over here. You know what I'm saying? So, much props and salute to you. We'll let you go. I know I'm gonna try to hook you up with some other content creators. We're gonna get you out there. Four Corners Boxing, they're coming on later. I know you was on them before. So we'll try to get you back up on there. I want to get you on the radio with Pedro, so Pedro can, try to teach you some things, because he's always trying to teach me things. So why not, right?
Okay.
But yeah. So salute to you, and I appreciate you coming on here and speaking to us.
Nah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. Be safe, bro.
All right.
All right, guys. That was Keith Cologne. I posted the video. I think both knockouts I have on my YouTube channel as well. I posted a short. The knockout was crazy. I really appreciate his skill set too, man. Like, he was going to the body. You might hear me in the background talking a little bit during the fight. I was like, "Ooh, nice! Oh, the body!" Like, you might hear it, and then you see the emotion. Once he got the knockout. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. I was excited for him, as well as his family and the people. He had a lot of people there as well. I forgot to ask him about the ticket sales, but he did well. I believe he sold the most out of anybody in that promotion this past Saturday night. So, and then in that first fight, he had a big section in the Shakur undercard. So, so he's got a following, and that's what these promoters want to see. In these promotions, they want to see if fighters can sell tickets as well. Not only if they can fight, but if they can sell tickets. And they've been selling tickets. They've done a great job. I wish I could go to Philly, but I'm whipped here. My wife's not going to let me go. So I'm going to speak too loud. So you get too, but I want to go to Philly. It's still not out of the picture. I still may try to go. If not, I'm going to try to make D3 go. D3 got to go over there. So, somebody got to rep. And go see Keith, man.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to try to get up there as soon as I get the date and in the venue. I definitely try to make it up there.
Well, it's November 9th. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, it's November 9th?
In Philadelphia. It's on the Boots calendar.
It's on the Boots card.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So November 9th. I'm trying to make some magic happen. Yo, you know what I really wanted to do? The November 2nd is a card up in state, New York, but it's like 4 hours. It's actually farther than Philly. I really wanted to go to that. That's so Shockey Foster and Conceição, the rematch. I wanted to go to that one, but no shot. And I'm not going to be able to go to Philly. So I'm going to fight next week here in Madison Square Garden. There's a fight. DeBella has a card here. I'll be at that card. So that's 3 fights in a matter of less than a month. So, plus I'm going to the Notre Dame game against Navy, I think the 26th. That's next week. So my wife says, take it easy. So I can't, I would love to go. It's still not in the picture. I'm still trying to maneuver myself, to go and see him in Philadelphia. It'd be dope to keep going and seeing all his fights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can say I was there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I'm pumped up for the kid, and his family is great. His father's awesome. I deal with his father all the time, and I just think it's cool. He's full-time student in a great university at Rutgers University, and to continue boxing and at a high level too. Like, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I know it could be tiresome at times when you training, and then you gotta study as well because you got exams coming up. So I know it can wear on a person, and for him be able to balance it out, big ups to him.
Yeah, big time, man, big time. So you been watching any of the baseball?
Not tonight. I haven't. I looked at a little bit. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I watched a little bit of it yesterday.
Yeah.
But tonight I was actually watching some of the Pro Box where the Pro Box card had just started right when you was coming on. So I was looking at that, and then I said, "Oh, I got to do this interview. So let me come over here real quick."
Is Colbert the main event or?
Yeah, Colbert the main event.
Oh, I'll try to catch that because it's the match to start.
Yeah, because the card just started at 8:00, so they got 6 fights on there. So the first fight is I believe it's a 6-rounder. So the first fight is probably either still going on or they probably just ended. So they got 6 fights on that card. Okay. It's on Pro Box.
All right, yeah. So I'll check it, and that's usually on YouTube, right? Like.
Yeah, they'll show it on YouTube. You go to YouTube and go to Pro Box, it'll pop right up.
Okay, let me post a link in the Facebook chat real quick. All right, cool. So I'm gonna cut the live, but this was a nice little interview. Keep it short. I think what I would like to do is I'm gonna start hitting up these concepts. I was waiting for Sock. He had a little incident the last couple days, personal issues. But everything is all good with Sock. So I haven't got a chance to talk to him. That's why he couldn't make it today. And he's actually training a client now. He couldn't train the last couple of days. But I think what I like to do, I think next Wednesday, I'm going to try to do another interview. I'm going to see if I get somebody on. I think this time is a good spot. Wednesday, 8-ish. We can maybe do a quick interviews. I think I'm going to try to do that. Maybe I'll finally try to get Ali Feliz. If not, I'll try to get somebody else. I think that's what I'm going to try to shoot for. I know that you can make it. I got other anybody who's interested in coming on with us can come on as well. So I think I'm going to add that to the repertoire. and then Friday we do our normal joint, and we'll do boxing and football and do our picks, which my picks were terrible this week.
I don't remember what mine was, but I know I hit the Cleveland and the Lions. I wasn't sure, and Washington.
I think you went. I know you got 3 wins. I think you might have got a draw. No, you got the draw with Washington.
I got the draw.
It was 7. Okay. It was a push, but I think you got 3-0-1 or something like that. I'm gonna check it right now. Actually, right now. Hold your phone. Let's see it. I think you were 3-0-1.
I know the Lions and Cleveland. I know I got both of those. I couldn't remember what was the last one I picked, because I knew I picked Washington.
Oh, Bengals. The Bengals covered too. So you had the Browns, the Bengals, and the Lions. So you went 3-0 with 1 tie. So that's good. Sock had a bad week. He had 1 win, 3 losses. 503 had a good week too. He had the Bills, the Lions, and the Texans. So he went 3-0-1, same as you. Worm had a bad week. He had only 1 win with the Lions, lost 3. And I threw in Queen 71's picks. She went 2-1 and 1. So she had a good week too. And I had a bad week. I had the Bears, the Raiders, and the Saints. So I had 1 and 2, and then a push with the Commanders. So so yeah, you had a really good week this week. You went and 503. So What's up, PYP Boxing? That's my guy right there. What's going on? But yeah, so Friday we'll do that. Maybe maybe I'll see if Ishe come back on. Ishe was pretty good last week too. We talked a little bit ball and better be. Who you thought won the fight?
I thought Arthur won the fight. He was pressing the action. He was the more busier fighter. I know that Bivol he outlanded him, I think, by like 1 punch. It might have been 4. It was something like that. It was like 1 or 4. He outlanded him by a small amount. But those later rounds, like the round 11, I believe it was, I don't think he threw a single punch in round 11. I think he was on the bike the entire round. But it for me, it was either a draw or I had Arthur winning, because Arthur was the one that was dictating the flow of the fight. Although Bivol had moments early in the fight, I think Arthur, with his activity and him pushing the action, I think that might have won over a lot of the judges. I think that's what won him over, because he was the one that was pressing the action the entire fight. Bivol was trying to stay on his bike and stay on the back foot majority of that fight. And usually that's what the judges look at. They usually who's pressing the action. And another thing is Arthur had the more damaging punches. His punches, it had more of an effect on Bivol than the punches that Bivol had on him. It was one time that Bivol caught him with a good shot and it kind of rocked him back. But outside of that, I think Arthur had the more significant punches, and it had the more effect on him. And that usually catches the judge's eyes. When you see a fighter head rocking back, it usually catches the judge's eyes.
No, I agree. I think everything you said, I agree too. I also had Arthur winning after watching it, but it was very close. I know some people are mad at the 116, 112. I try to explain to people. People think I'm crazy when I say this. A fight, you could win 10 rounds or 2, and the fight could still be close, because the rounds could be so close. You got to give somebody the round, right? But the rounds could be definitely hard to score. They could be 4 or 5 swing rounds. I scored it 7-5 for Arthur with 2 swing rounds, and I put in my notes round 4, I believe, and round 7. So I'll talk about that more. I thought round 4 and 7, it could have went either way. But the other rounds, I had a 7-5 for Arthur. I thought Arthur clearly won the last 3 rounds. I thought he won 10, 11, and 12. And it was close. I mean, it wasn't a robbery. You could make a case for Bivol. I could see, Bivol getting the card as well. That's what I'm saying. It was extremely close. I got those 2 rounds close, so those 2 rounds could have been the other way. But yeah, I thought Arthur won. It was close. We'll talk about it more, but it's a good fight. I like to see a rematch. Me personally, I think a rematch, Arthur stops him. And the reason why I say that is because of what Bivol said after the fight. And he was very humble, no excuses. Hearn was kind of, yapping away. But I think what happens in a rematch, I think Bivol opens up more because he's going to feel like he's not going to get the score. And I think with him opening up more, he may get stopped. But, let's see it. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. Those are the 2 best guys at 175 by far. I know people love Benavidez. I know people love Morrell. I don't think they're ready for those 2 guys just yet. I'm glad that they're fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? But they're 168ers in my mind. Right. So. But yeah, we'll talk about that more. Let me shout out to my man PYP. He also thought I think he said he added a draw. My man 503. We're just talking about 503. Had a good week in football. You went 3-0-1. You and D free. I had a bad week, just like my Seahawks. They stink. My man Johnny Boy, he's funny. No, Johnny Boy has the best interviews. So you go check out Johnny Boy's YouTube and check out his Instagram. Johnny Boy Boxing is the best interviews, and it's not even close. I don't care what anybody says. That's my guy, Johnny Boy. He was with me at the fight Saturday. Johnny Boy, I don't know how he does it because I'm not tech savvy, but I like the way he does. He does the interview and then he put the highlight and then talk at the same time. So stop it, Johnny Boy. And let's see. And Johnny Boy, look, Johnny Boy says he had Arthur winning. Yeah, he said I was tripping out on how Bivol admitted how hard Arthur hits, and he said Arthur won. It was close, and Johnny Boy I believe had money on Bivol, so he was tight. He thought Bivol won. Okay. Yeah, I wanted Bivol to win just for Johnny Boy because he had some money on the fight, but yeah, no doubt Johnny Boy. But yeah, so we'll talk about that more Friday. But yeah, follow my boy Johnny Boy. Also follow my guy DYP Boxing. It's another guy. He be coming to the fights out here in New York, and his friend, his I guess his channel partner. He's out in Houston, so he be at the fights as well. So follow them, and of course follow my guy 503 Boxing, 503 Lion. Sorry, 503 Lion. He does football. He does boxing. He does a little bit of everything. So he has a good channel as well. And you'll see them usually on Fridays. I open a panel, and 503 is usually on as of late. And then anybody else is welcome to join as well. So, make sure you guys subscribe and follow these guys as well. But that's all I got, man. We had a nice interview with Keith. I hope you guys, I put the link in the chat. I'll try to put in the description. I'll try to put videos of Keith as well on my channel, maybe once a week to keep promoting his next fight. But follow his channel as well. It's at just go to YouTube and just type in Keith Cologne and it should pop up. The Tsunami Keith Cologne. So, but that's all I got, guys. We're gonna go watch this Met game, watch the little of the Colbert fight later on, and then we'll be back most likely Friday night.
Okay, that's
all right. Thank you everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love. And we out as soon as I can find this jingle. This freaking corny ass jingle. Whatever. Play it.